All right, so we made it to Friday, thank God. A couple of quick reminders for Monday. You want to make sure that you have your 2 composition notebooks, one for reading, one for writing, because we're going to be setting those up. You also want to make sure that you have some sort of Post-it type flags, okay, to make your sections, okay? They can be like that, or they could be, the little individual paper looking ones. It doesn't matter. But some way to mark your sections. And then you also need your independent reading book. And again, you can have one from home, check one out from the Sora app, which is our school library, or check one out from the Libby app. You would have to download that, but that goes to your local public library. Okay, and you can check out ebooks on both of those apps. All right, let's talk about what we're doing today. Let me share my screen with you guys. All right, we've got a pretty easy, relaxed day, not too much going on. You guys will probably finish pretty early, and that's fine. It is Friday, so whenever you finish, you are welcome to enjoy the rest of your Friday, okay? Take a nap, go back to bed. I wish I could. All right, so once again, this lesson video is this right here. We're recording it now, so obviously that doesn't work because we're recording it currently. So after this class period, that will be live, okay? And it will work, but you don't need to watch it because you're getting the information right now. All right, SMART goals. You're gonna be working on your SMART goals today. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna watch the video. Oop, here comes Sylvie. Hey, Sylvie, we're just going over instructions for today's activities. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna watch this video about how setting goals really helps your mental effectiveness, right? And especially during times like this, like COVID-19, when really stressful situations, setting goals and focusing on the future really helps prevent you from focusing on the dumpster fire that is the present. So setting goals makes you happier. Okay, so this little video kind of explains that. And then a SMART goal kind of tells you what a SMART goal is. It is specific. Okay, you want to make sure that you set real numbers with real deadlines. Don't say, I want more visitors, right? I want to have maybe 3 more people come visit me at my house and I host them and they stay for the weekend and whatever, right? 3 more this year. Okay, something real with real deadlines. That it is measurable, okay? Make sure your goal is trackable. Don't hide behind buzzwords like brand, engagement, or social influence, okay? You want to, I want to do this within 6 months, okay? Or I want to make sure, I want to get from here to here, right? I can currently, do 20 reps. I want to do 30 reps, okay? I can currently read, my reading rate is 6 pages an hour. Well, I want to make my reading rate 8 pages an hour. I want to be able to read faster, okay? Whatever, okay? But it needs to be measurable, okay? Very specific and measurable. It needs to be attainable. Work towards a goal that is challenging but possible. If my reading rate is 6 pages an hour, I don't want my goal to be I want to double that and read 12 pages an hour. That's and I want to do that in 2 months. Well, that's not going to happen. That's crazy, right? Okay. If I'm barely doing any physical activity, shout out to sitting on the couch and watching Netflix all the time. I'm not going to say I want to be able to run a marathon by 3 months from now. I am not going to be able to run a marathon 3 months from now. Y'all, low key, I'm not gonna be able to run a marathon 3 years from now. Okay, just be honest. All right, it's not gonna happen for me. Okay, so make sure that it's something that you can do. Know thyself. Okay, listen, if you know I ain't never gonna do that, don't make that your goal. Okay, know yourself. All right, don't try to take over the world in one night. Okay, realistic. Be honest with yourself. You know what you and your team are capable of, okay? You know what is feasible for you. Me, maybe walking at a slow pace for 2 miles is something I could do, okay? Running for 2 miles right now is not happening for me, okay? Just not. And T, time bound. Give yourself a deadline. You want to do this by X. Okay, it needs to be by a specific time, right? Not just, I want to be able to do this. Well, I want to be able to run a marathon. When? Before I'm 100 and I die? I'm not living to 100. Yeah, right. I'll die way earlier than that since I can't run marathons. So give yourself a deadline, okay? Don't keep pushing towards a goal you might hit someday, okay? You want to make sure that your goal is time bound. So that is a SMART goal. All right, so what I want you to do, you're going to hit reply. Now, let me tell you, this is a discussion board, okay? It's not like a text box. So when you reply and you type your goal out, once you post it, everyone will be able to see your goal, okay? So if you do have a goal that's like a little embarrassing, maybe don't put that one on here, okay? Maybe you write that off to the side and just kind of keep it to yourself, and that's your little goal. But what you're going to post on here, everyone can see, okay? So once you've posted it, you'll be able to see everybody else's goal. When you first get on here, it's going to look like nobody's responded. They have. You just can't see their post until you've posted, okay? So you'll hit, reply, type your goal out, hit post. Then I want you to respond to 2 classmates, okay? And I want you to say 2 things to each of them. You're going to tell classmate 1 what you like about their goal, and 1 recommendation you have to help them complete their goal, okay? And then same thing, classmate 2, what do you like about their goal, and 1 recommendation to help them complete their goal, okay? So that's what you're doing today. When you're done with that, the only other thing I really want you guys to do, right here is some book trailers, okay? They're like little, if you click it, it's a slideshow. They're like little, when you click it like this, you don't scroll this way, right? It's a slideshow, so you can either hit play, okay, and play through them all, or you can just hit this little caret and you can just click through, okay? And then 2 can keep a secret. That's actually really good. I've read that book. It's awesome. It's the same lady who wrote One of Us is Lying. If you read One of Us is Lying, also highly recommend. It's not the sequel. I know it's like One of Us is Lying, 2 Can Keep a Secret. It sounds like it's a sequel. It's not. She does have a sequel to One of Us is Lying, but I've read that one too. I think it's called One of Us is Still Lying. But this is totally different group of people. So you can click through that. That one's really good. Every Last Word, Unwind. There's like over 30 book trailers, and they're YouTube videos. So you just click through anyone that sounds good, push play, and just to give yourself an idea of a book you might be interested in checking out as your independent reading novel. Okay, there's no grade associated with this. This is just for you if you're like, I have no idea what kind of book to read. Like, I am not a reader. I don't read books. I hate reading. Reading is a chore for me, okay? If you're one of those kiddos, and I know my son is one of those kiddos, which as an English teacher breaks my heart into 1,000 pieces. But yeah, this will help give you some ideas of things, books that might be interesting to you, okay? So click through those just to give yourself something to think about. And then, of course, please, please, please make sure you take that attendance quiz. Do it first so you get counted present, okay? And just a reminder, remember, you must take all of your attendance quizzes for the day by 2:35 p.m., okay? If you have any class period you didn't take their attendance quiz by 2:35, you're absent, okay? You have to make sure you take those by 2:35. And the only exception to that is second period. Remember, second period, you must take that attendance quiz by 8:30 a.m. If you're sleeping and you only wake up and take that second period attendance by 8:30 and go back to bed, whatever, you take that second period attendance by 8:30 every day, or you're absent second period. Got it? Yeah? All right, so I'm going to stop sharing my screen. And if you guys have any questions, you can either raise your hand right now and I'll unmute you, You can type, oh, does the goal have to be reading and writing specific? Absolutely not. No, it does not have to be specific for this class. It could be, that's why I said if it's embarrassing, like don't put it. If you're like, I'd really like to stop wetting the bed or whatever. I'm sure that's not anybody's problem. But whatever, okay? Don't put that in the discussion board. It could be a personal goal. It can be reading and writing specific. If you have a goal for this class, awesome. It can be for sure, but it doesn't have to be. It could be a personal goal. It could be an athletic goal. It could be, I want to help make, a better, okay. You wouldn't want to say, I want a better relationship with my mom, right? What you would, because that's not really measurable, right? You would want to say, I'm going to make sure that I communicate better with my mom and that I react to what she's asking me to do better. That means I'm going to not talk back when she tells me to go clean my room or whatever, right? It's got to be a better relationship isn't measurable. Does that make sense? Okay, so you wouldn't want to put that. Yeah, it does not have to be reading and writing specific. Okay. So yeah, if you have any questions, you can raise your hand in the video, and I'll see you. You can do the little reaction at the bottom that looks like a pair of clapping hands, because in the corner it looks like you're raising your hand, or you could just type it in the chat. I'll be monitoring it. Okay. So at this point, does anybody else have any other questions? No? Awesome. I'm going to stop recording.